Did you know that Blake Shelton wasn't the first country singer that The Voice wanted to be their season 1 coach? No. Before the show debuted in 2011, producers asked Reba McEntire to do it, and she said, no thanks. Talking to E.T. years later, she recalled watching the Dutch version of the show and thinking, quote, I can't see me doing that. With Blake leaving after the spring, has she changed her mind? Or will the spot go to another country star, someone like Darius Rucker, or Thomas Rhett, or even Dolly Parton? Dolly actually talked to Taste of Country about being a judge on a show like American Idol or The Voice.
I get asked every season to be on, but I really have trouble judging people or saying, I would have really a lot of trouble telling them yes or no, or especially no.
So, cross her off the list. We brainstormed several other possible artists for a list at Taste of Country, including Brad Paisley and Kane Brown. Let us know who you think should be the next coach in the comments section below, and consider tapping the subscribe button while you're there. John Legend, who is a coach that's sitting out season 23, said something interesting last year.
I think it should be someone in country.
Yep, totally agree there, for reasons I'll explain shortly.
I could see like Carrie doing it. She's in the NBC family.
Hear that, Carrie Underwood?
She sings on our Sunday night broadcast every Sunday. She could be good.
That was John talking to Extra, and if we look at Carrie's touring schedule, well, she has her Las Vegas residency, but that's about it this fall. Like Kelly Clarkson, Carrie would be making the American Idol to The Voice jump. Unlike Kelly, she's always been a little bit more of a measured celebrity who embraces her downtime. It's also pretty easy to imagine her thinking more like Dolly.
So I would have really a lot of trouble telling them yes or no, or especially no.
So, can we cross her off the list? No, but in a second I think you'll agree that she's not the obvious pick. John Legend said it should be a country singer, and he's totally right. Country fans drive voting, as seen in the results. 7 country solo artists have won the show, and 9 artists from country singer Blake Shelton's team have won in 23 seasons. Compare that to American Idol, another fan-voted show, and country has won 4 of the last 6 seasons there, including the last 2. The country fan also props up the coveted 18 to 49-year-old television demographic. This is to say, you matter, and keeping you interested is the #1 priority for the fall. All the artists I listed above can do that, as can other potential coaches like Tyler Hubbard, Trisha Yearwood, and Keith Urban, who used to coach American Idol and was the coach of the Australian version of The Voice pretty recently. To better understand why those artists will or won't do it, hit the link in the description section below. The artist that should do it, and probably will, well, she already looks pretty comfortable in that red chair. Is Reba McEntire rethinking her original answer? Thumbs up if you love this idea. Here is why that seems likely. First of all, The Voice just released a 4-minute long Reba Love Fest video meant to promote her as the season 23 Mega Mentor. 4 minutes long. That's longer than the trailer for the new Avatar movie. In the trailer, she's more or less doing the dang job.
Everything is wonderful, but I didn't feel it because you weren't letting me. You're in a really desperate time in your life, and you need to almost to be that brink of God, help me. If you do it that way, we'll feel it.
Obviously, Kelly and Reba go way back. Kelly used to be married to Reba's former stepson, and both of those marriages were good for a long time until they went bad, so all good there. Niall Horan also loves her.
It's an absolute honor to be in the presence of the absolute queen, Miss McEntire.
She went out of her way to give it back, and she did the same for Chance the Rapper, who said she was a, quote, legend with, quote, amazing advice.
I just had the best time today. Hearing so many talented people. My gosh, they're good.
They are good, right?
They're good.
Obviously, Blake's a fan, and this video makes sure to connect him to her by way of their time hosting the ACM Awards together several years back. The announcement of who's going to replace Blake is likely to come during next month's finale of season 23. All we're saying right now is NBC is working real hard to sell us on Reba, a country superstar with a significant presence on television and in movies already, including shows like Reba and more recently ABC's Big Sky's Deadly Trails. I always look for a previous network connection to an artist. The best I could find here was that she was supposed to bring the movie Fried Green Tomatoes to NBC TV in 2021, but that got axed. However, she was just on NBC's Today Show talking to Carson Daly about her upcoming book, which drops in the fall. Is that smart cross-promotion? Who knows? During that interview, she talked up the show big time before Carson said,
Well, it's Blake's last season, so that big red chair is going to be empty. Just keep that in mind. Because
Okay.
it'd be nice to have, real country royalty sit in that chair for once.
She didn't say no, did she? I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.